You killed her!
I told you, she was already dead.
You bastard!
For context, that man right there, that used to be my best friend Corvin. And that woman he's referring to, well, that was his wife, Melissa. We were all researchers at a facility that studied viruses, and suffice it to say, she had become contaminated. It was too late, Corvin!
No! I could have saved her! For context, you see that self-righteous fool back there? Well, that's Steve. He used to work with my wife Melissa and I at the CDC until he left the second set of airlock doors open when Melissa took her suit off. And one more thing. Just for context, I was working on a cure. That's right, Melissa could have been saved if this fucknut didn't fly off the handle. I was working on a cure! We could have saved her together!
I could never work with you, not after the project.
I was doing this for...
For context, the project was a load of horse crap. Corvin always bought into the namby-pamby government nonsense and the good we'd be doing. Melissa and I knew better. We knew it was just a facade for mass murder, but we couldn't do anything about it other than resign. Give up a paycheck like that in this economy? No, sir. What else could we do but get high?
I was doing it for you! For the both of you! Why couldn't you just drop it? Why couldn't you just pull your weight? Because I love Melissa! For context, what Steve didn't understand was that we were about to lose our jobs. That's right, something about an unexplained weed smell. But we couldn't afford to be unemployed. Not now. You see, Melissa was pregnant.
For context, Corvin has a big temper and a tiny peen, so Melissa chose me. And we were doing more than smoking doobies in the storage locker. We were making sweet intercourse.
What the fuck?
Why are you talking in my aside?
Your aside! I'm trying to give the audience the appropriate context, which apparently I didn't even have. You're fucking my wife?
Well, for context, she didn't love you anymore?
Oh, for context, you have no proof, so...
For context, I did have proof. In the form of
Oh, for context, he's an expert in forgery, so...
What? No, that's
just...
not...
Okay, for context, Steve used to be a criminal who...
For context, I was a criminal, but I had put that past behind me. Melissa had forgiven me.
My wife's name out your fucking mouth!
One day more.
More like one day less.
Nice.
Okay, for context, Steve was arrested for having sex with an unplugged toaster, so... Bitch!
Okay, for context, Corbett just hates freedom because his estranged father was a libertarian. Oh!
Okay, for context, my father used to dress me up as Amelia Earhart and make me reenact her trip across the Atlantic. So, like, what?
I'm sorry.
No.
That's right! I loved Melissa! Because there was no cure! And she knew you. You never would have given up and the virus could have spread! She asked me to kill her to save us both. But that wasn't the hard part. The hard part was killing our unborn child. No, I was the father! But it had to be kept a secret. We even went with the name you two had agreed on. Context.